Well, good morning. I was thinking, I was just saying, talking with a friend of mine that got to go, he's got to drive 4 or 5 hours clear to Phoenix to have a doctor's appointment so they can run some tests for a problem he's got with his heart. Well, I got thinking, now this friend of mine, he's an ex-con, but he's a really nice fella. He's a good friend. Most friends are people that you've got something they want. And every now and then you'll run into a person that's a friend through weather, all kinds of weather, fair or foul. That's the kind he is. I know his character. Now, he can't vote. He can't have a gun. Several years, long time ago, he was in jail for a couple, 3 years. I don't know for what, because I never asked. But I imagine it was something to do with drugs. And there's a lot of people like that. Now, I see in this stuff where, I think it was New York City, has passed some kind of thing where non-citizens can vote. I might be wrong on that, but and the Democrats, or a big article about Democrats want to let illegal immigrants vote, non-citizens, all kinds, I guess. Well, that's totally against everything that the people of the United States of America, with our U.S. Constitution and everything, our moral standing and everything, that's what we're against. We aren't the same as the rest of the world. This whole one world government under them, that cabal billionaires or trillionaires, it's going to be, that's just a bunch of, well, I said before, road apples. So, it comes out the back end of a horse. Some of it's real sloppy stuff, like comes out the back end of a bull. Okay, but anyway, on this citizenship. Now, the reason, people just don't understand the reason when you go to court on a felony, a crime supposedly, it says the state versus so-and-so. Put the culprit's name here. And the federal government's got the same kind of paper. United States such versus the culprit. That's because a crime against society, a crime against whatever norm, is considered going to war against society. It's going to war against the legal government. Now, that's true in some cases. But a druggie goes out here and got possession of something, X amount of some drug, got 10 or 12, 15 tablets of opioids, has got a little vial of cocaine, and it's got whatever that heroin comes as. I don't know, they got different kinds, I guess, tar heroin, heroin this, they got crack cocaine, they got every kind of stuff. Is that going to war against society? No. That person just doing what they choose to do under the government that says, where the Constitution says we are free people, that we can do what we choose as long as we don't interfere with somebody else's rights. Now, if you go out and steal something so you can go buy your drugs, That's another story. So see, there's a lot of these crimes that shouldn't be felonies where they lose their citizenship and can't vote or own a gun or anything. It's just wrong in the United States of America. Now, these other things, felonies, let's see, if they go out and steal, they go out and mug somebody, they go out and do these other things. White-collar crimes now. White-collar crimes fall under a different category, I guess, because they go to these federal prisons and get locked up. Of course, I guess them federal prisons are institution of higher criminal education, just like all state prisons and that are, because they go in a minor criminal, they come out graduate criminal, and they go in again, they get their graduate studies in prison and become really good criminals. See, the whole thing's just a mess. There ought to be something. Well, most people shouldn't even go to prison. There should be a repentance for most first-time offenders and that on most charges. Okay, somebody stole $2,000. Somebody stole a $20,000 car. Didn't wreck it, didn't kill it. They found the car. So there ought to be a fine, maybe $5,000. Okay? You ought to have to work, make restitution for the crime one way or another, pay back whatever was stolen, pay back damages on stuff that was damaged or vandalized or whatever. And then after a period of, well, for a citizen it used to be 7 years, and they had to learn English and they had to do this and that and the other. Learn about the Constitution and everything. Heck, nowadays most of these people that are supposedly citizens of the United States don't know any of that stuff about the Constitution and everything else anyway. But anyhow, there ought to be some way. Okay, you were charged for this crime, you were found guilty, the punishment was X and X. Now, 5 years later, you're eligible to regain your citizenship. You made restitution to the best of your ability, or somebody helps you make restitution, don't matter. And you've been a good citizen, you haven't gotten in trouble since, doing the same kind of stuff. Alright, hold your hand up, take this oath as a citizen of the United States. Take the oath as a citizen of Massachusetts, citizen of Illinois, citizen of Arizona, wherever, and now you are legally a citizen of that state where you have residency, so you're a citizen, you are legal in the United States. Now that's the way it should be, but nobody ever put anything like that into all them useless laws they got on all them books that all them lawyers cite, all them judges cite and everything, just to show how smart they are when they got their fancy stuff on. Oh, they think they got their wigs and their big robes and everything all on, just like the big British outfits used to when they go to court. So there ought to be something about that. I wish somebody, some politician, somebody with a conscience, somebody with an idea of right and wrong, of justice actually, would consider and come up with a solution to make repatriated citizens of all of our felons that want to be citizens. The rest of them that don't want to be citizens, do like they did with that Napoleon feller back there cut 300, couple hundred years ago. Send him off to the Isle of Elba. You know, that's a good one. Send them out of the United States. Illegal aliens, illegal immigrants. pack them up. If they want to strive to be citizens of the United States, do something legal to get them so they can be a citizen apprentice, and they can follow these rules 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right down for the next 5 years, learn the customary language of the nation, then they can become a citizen. Not all this BS that's going on amongst all them educated idiots we got in Congress and all them lawyers that do it just for the big bucks. No. Do it the way it's supposed to be done under the Constitution and original intent of the United States of America. Well, you guys have a good day. I ask God to bless you all. I'll see you again.